Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Schray Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Schray Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Are you a sports fan who loves to bet? Do you want to get the latest insights and analysis to help you make informed betting decisions? Then look no further than the Sports Betting Podcast on WBSN Sports.
Join Gabriel Schray for expert analysis and insider information on the biggest games and events in sports betting. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or just getting started, our podcast will help you stay ahead of the game.
And the best part? You can find us on WBSNSports.com and places like YouTube, Spotify, and even select radio partners.
So what are you waiting for? Join the team at WBSN Sports for the ultimate sports betting experience. Tune in to the podcast today and start winning big.
Tune in today via WBSNSports.com.
Just like a
At the Salvation Army, a meal isn't just a meal. It's fuel for imagination, determination, and dreams. It's energy to be role models, change makers, and to just be kids. With your gift, a full meal means a full heart, a full night's sleep, and a future full of possibilities.
Get the message of your company here. And get your message here. All while supporting local student athletes. Reach out today to get started. Schray Media. Find us at ShrayMedia.com.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
The great fundamental issue now before our people can be making.
There it goes out there.
France. He wants it all. He'll get it again.
Celebrate their victory here.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay.
Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
Welcome back here to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. And a trip to the championship on the line. The semifinal about to get underway with tip-off in just seconds here on our simulcast tonight. Huddle TV, Southeast Sports Network, bringing you all the action. Tony, any final thoughts before tip?
I'm just very excited, man. I've been waiting for this for 2 weeks. I'm ready to go.
And we're underway as they drive down to our right quickly. Mikic takes the early lead, 3-0 with a long ball.
Victor was out of school for about 6 days. He was battling some flu symptoms and stuff like that. He's back.
He is back. That was quite the 3-ball. And the response is off the mark. Outlet pass to the offensive end, and Perkovic just ladles that in. A hot start. There's the response. This time it takes a big high bounce off the front side of the iron. What, do they wave that off? I went to get a pen.
I'm not sure.
Inbound back to the close side, and another 3. This one, just not enough on it. Chris Manyika, the junior guard, comes up short on it. We played 90 seconds, just 1 bucket. He wanted to get the second bucket as well, couldn't drain it. Close side. And the mid-range J rolls out. Andrews to the board. In transition, Arnold off the back of the glass, extends the lead to 5. Looking to cut into it, and a bit too much here. Shodem loses the ball on the pass.
He just got to make sure he gets the ball in front of his man there. He threw the ball behind Bosa.
Back to the offensive end, and Mikic is all alone for the jam. 7-0. Showtime running away with it early on this 7-0 run. Looking to cut it as he takes the ball himself, and Manyika fouled. Bit of a rocky start.
A little bit slow. Still trying to figure out about that bucket before that 5-1 or that Showtime had that they didn't count. I missed what actually happened, so I was trying to figure out why it didn't count.
So the 3-minute 7-0 run is snapped. Shodem on the board with 2 at the line. Cuts the game back to 5 points. Victor Mikic will run the floor, the big man. A handoff to Andrews. Bryson Andrews in traffic. This one rolls across the top. For the quick answer. Basketball finds its way over the baseline.
Got our answer. It was a traveling violation. They waved it off. Traveling violation.
Showtime back to the offensive end. Andrews all the way back on the beak of the Hawk. Mikic finesses this with an entry pass. It's taken away by Shodem. Manyika off the glass. That rattles around and drops. Mikic lights off a howitzer. That goes off the glass, and Perkovic with a putback. What an explosion of scoring. It's now 9-4. Still a 5-point game. Bucket for bucket, they go up and down the hardwood.
You see Victor being able to knock down the 3, get a dunk. He's taller than everybody else on the floor. He's got great vision to be able to pass the ball up, get the break started. So he's been the catalyst for him so far.
Too much on it for Perkovic. And right near the baseline, he was trying to keep that on. The whistle sounds. I didn't realize he was officiating. He's got a hoodie on.
Yeah.
He caught me off guard. I've seen him before. I didn't realize he was officiating tonight.
Yeah, I think after a couple weeks ago, it was pretty chilly in here. He decided to come prepared.
There's the long ball, and that finds the bottom of the twine. A beautiful bucket by Matic. The senior from Serbia drops that in. It makes it 12-4 here in Chattanooga. 8 points separate these two. Looking to push that lead even greater. Perkovic, his pocket is picked, and we're halfway through the first period in a 12-4 contest. All Hawks all the time. Huddle TV, Southeast Sports Network. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. A 7-0 run sparked this 8-point lead for Showtime. Mikic pumped with it twice, and looking down inside for the entry pass. Perkovic loses this. Perkovic, such a crucial piece this season for Showtime. Going to be a crucial piece for the Hawks all year long. Native of Croatia, great sharpshooter. Tony, what are your thoughts on his success so far and what to expect out of the senior hybrid this year?
Vito has really shown himself to be very, very versatile. He can, when his team needs it, he can score the basketball. He's shown himself to be a capable three-point shooter. He can score inside at the basket. There's another great three-point shooter, soon to be on his way to being the best in school history, Bryson Andrews. But Vito, when his team doesn't necessarily need him to score, he's shown he can play defense. He can facilitate. He's got good vision. There he is, passing the ball up to Kai. He's just all around. He is an incredible talent.
Great play right there by Perkovic, looking for Kai Arnold, and they're able to draw the foul, so Arnold will go to the charity stripe. 3:30 left to play in this first period. It's 15-4, and another run strung together now by Showtime. They're out in front 15-4. This is a 6-0 run. Over the last 3 minutes. Looking to extend that run even further. Quick change for Showtime as Wesley Johnson checks into the game. Kai Arnold hits this as well. (16-4). It's now a 7-0 run over the last 3 minutes. Showtime looking to snap it. Lofted outside, driving, and that goes off the glass. Good look by Showtime. TJ Richards gets that to go. This is Mikic. He's been a big presence tonight. Outlet pass, close side. That rattles around and pops out on him. Showtime back to the offensive end of the floor. Lost to Showtime. Perkovic, backdoor. This one off the glass and loose. Bryson Andrews wanted to pull up for three. Kai Arnold will, and it's just short. Kept alive by Showtime. That's a crucial board. That'll play a big factor as we go on tonight. Bucket a moment ago did end that run by Showtime. Showtime looking to start another. Just over a minute left. Long outlet pass. Habib Yusuf kicks this to Johnson. He hands it off to Manyika. Johnson pulls up. Oh, from way beyond the arc. He gets that to go. Nice deep three. Here's Bryson Andrews. Looking to extend their lead to double digits. Kai Arnold, this is just short. Showtime, close side, A.J. Tucker. Tucker in traffic and puts it in off the glass. That makes it a 6-point game, and Showtime just hanging around. Showtime. This is Andrews. Dicing it up. Pulls up from just beyond the arc, and as he goes down to the hardwood, the whistle sounds. Andrews goes to the charity stripe with 10 seconds left in this first period in our simulcast Southeast Sports Network Huddle TV. First goes at the line, that makes it 18-11. The second will go as well, 19-11. He'll shoot one more. And this comes up short. 19-11 the score after one period of play. Here's a look back at that three by Wesley Johnson. And this came 70 seconds ago in game time. A couple of quick passes. He tried to hand it off to Manyika. Came back to him. Wesley stepped back, hit that from way beyond the arc. Just a beautiful three. And here we are, 19-11 after one period of play in Chattanooga, Tennessee, between Showtime, a trip to the championship on the line tonight. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. Tony, what do you think of that first period?
Great start to the first period. Both teams, kind of took a second to get loosened up, but then the offense was flowing. Some great segments there. Like you mentioned, Wesley Johnson knocking the shot down. Victor has really been a spark for his team, and they've got the lead early.
It's a close one. The lead by Showtime fueled by 2 runs. A 7-0 run in the first 3 minutes. It was snapped. A little bit of a run came together for Showtime. Then Showtime put together another 7-0 run to extend their lead. And they've been riding those runs as they're out in front by just 8 here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We're going to get back underway now. What a close one. And all for a trip to the championship in the Hawks Gauntlet as the first drops. Cutting into that lead quickly, Showtime.
Delay of game warning there against Bosa. Him and Habib, it seems like almost every game they're at least getting a warning for touching the ball after it goes through the net. Just leave it alone and get back.
A great pass to Jatobo on the entry pass, and he's all alone, wide open. 21-13, just like that. Here's the response. This one is short. I like the look there by T.J. Richards. Second chance for Showtime, also off the mark. Nikola outlet to Perkovic, wants to pull up. There's the long ball, and it goes. That one came from Market Street, downtown Chattanooga. Unbelievable. 24-13. TJ banging around. Manyika runs the spin and fires mid-range. That one had too much. A second chance for Showtime, and that's drained by T.J. Richards.
Second chance buckets.
Cuts it back to an 8-point game. Perkovic is in trouble, and now the whistle. This one put back onto the floor right in front of us. 24-16. Showtime loses it. T.J. Richards. He's got a head of steam. Floated back door looking for the jam. Basketball down in the block and the foul. Bosa and Wuta somehow ended up seated down deep in the paint. I know they're going at it down there.
They all want to play at 7 o'clock.
Wesley Johnson for 3, and he bangs it home.
Uh-oh.
Just like that, just 5 points separating these two. 7:20 left to play in the first half. Perkovic and Showtime to the offensive end. Outlet pass, a second. The connection close side. Marcelin didn't keep it for long. And Showtime a pass to the corner as the whistle sounds. Bosa throws both hands into the air.
Wesley Johnson has 2 threes already. He's shown he's capable. He's number 2 in the standings. 3-pointers made for the season. He's had a couple games with 6 and 4. He's able to knock him down. He gets hot, it could be trouble.
Bryson Andrews looking for the entry pass. A second connection goes wide. Sailed on him. Dominic picked it up. Looking back inside, showed him away with the basketball to the offensive end. Backdoor feed off the glass, and that drops in. Nice bucket. Habib Yusuf cuts into that lead even deeper, and a big run coming together as now it's just 3 points separating these two, 24-21. Mikic standing on the arc. Drives from the elbow. That one takes a big high bounce. Yusuf looking for the board, able to get this to Wesley Johnson. Johnson flashing the green kicks up the floor. Oh, that's a deep 3. Oh, he got it. Unbelievable. Telescopic range, and it ties us at 24. Andrews wants a deep 3. This one is off the mark. Jatobo, 5.5 left in this first half. The handoff, Showtime, standing back in the very corner of the floor. Andrews walks it up towards the line. This one to the corner, and it's off the mark. 5:20 left in this first period. In traffic, takes a shot. This one off the bottom of the iron. Showtime keeps it alive. Onwuta to Johnson, heavily contested. It's short. Yusuf for the second chance bucket, and the whistle. And so the first lead of the day for Showtime. And talk about crawling out of a hole. What a run they've put together here in this second half.
You know, Showtime had a couple of their bench guys in, trying to give Victor and Vito a break, and looks like it kind of backfired on them. Weasley and TJ knocking down shots, and they got right back into this thing and taking the lead.
Andrews to help Showtime out. Showtime right now is on a 15-5 run dating back to the beginning of this second period. Swatted away by Andrews, still loose. Manyika comes up with it. Chris Manyika, and I don't know if there was a miscommunication there, just mishandled the basketball, but it's a turnover. 4 minutes left in this first half, 26-24. Andrews walks it up towards the arc. He's going to step back, swat it away. This one loose. Bosa and Wuta uncorks a pass up the floor in the low paint. Yusuf turning around, and off the glass it rolls to Victor. Mikic marches his way down to the offensive end. Directed to Andrews. Trying to drive as he fires the shot. Regathered. Showtime. This time it drops. Tied again at 26 all. Marcelin's bucket responded to immediately, and again on top, it's 28-26, Showtime. Andrews wants a 3, and he gets it. Wow. 29-28. A 1-point game, Showtime out in front. And already our second lead change of the night. That's big time. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left to play in this first period. What are you expecting out of the rest of this first half? And what's the strategy? If halftime was right now, what could you change to get back in this?
Well, for Showtime, you've got to continue to work inside out with Victor. You know, he showed early that whenever he's able to get the ball inside. He can either do something with it, or he can draw the defense and kick it out. So they've got to continue to work inside out with Victor, utilize his big frame, and then for Shodem, they've got to keep Weasley and TJ involved, knocking down threes, and Bosa and Habib getting those offensive rebounds. He's got to really continue what's made them successful so far.
Well, that was an exciting first 2 quarters of play to this point. We played 17 of our first 20 minutes, and they've just been excellent. All kinds of runs, all kinds of lead changes. I'm excited to see what this last 3 minutes will have in store for us. Trip to the championship on the line, and Shodem wants it as they're back out in front, 30-29. Just a 1-point lead. It's our 3rd lead change of the night. To the offensive end, Shodem in the low block that goes off the glass. Somehow Manika gets the bucket. It's 32-29. Quick response, still a 1-point game. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in this first half. Long ball for 3, and this one is short for TJ Richards. Mikic. The handoff, Andrews, that is a deep 3, and he got it. Are you kidding me?
No way.
Doesn't get deeper than that.
He shot that from outside the volleyball line.
He shot that from over the state line. 34-32, and the quick response, again, we're tied, 34-34.
Wow.
Doesn't last long.
Bryson Andrews from the volleyball line again.
Andrews is hot, hot, hot. This is TJ Richards. Handed it off to Johnson, across to Manika. Less than 90 seconds to play in this first half in a 3-point game. Shodem trails by a narrow margin, and following the collision, we have a player slow to rise. Hopefully he's all right. Runs going back and forth in a tight contest tonight. Southeast Sports Network simulcast to Huddle TV. This game will be available for replay on the Southeast Sports Network at SCSN Sports. Find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Facebook. Did I miss anything? LinkedIn. We're on LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Everywhere.
MySpace.
Here's the 3 with the music still playing. It's short. Showtime. A quick break up the floor. Victor Mikic looked like he wanted to shoot that. Swatted away by Yusuf. Battling him as he takes it inside, and these two collide. Right along the baseline. 60 seconds exactly left in this second quarter in a 3-point game. Showtime leads by that 1 bucket. Manika to tie us. It's short. Would have made it 37 all if he could have drained it. 50 seconds, and the beautiful delivery banged in off the glass. A 5-point game. And the response by Shodem goes for TJ Richards. Back to a 3-point margin, 32 seconds. Floated inside, looking for the oop. And the whistle as Mikic gets hands on it.
You know, we do have TikTok. I think we only have 1 video on there, though. It's Coach Cook doing a little dance. But yeah.
I might have to go follow him.
We got to figure out. I'm not much of a. I watch TikToks, but I'm not much of a TikTok maker. I haven't really figured that out yet.
It's cold. So, it's not as good as it was.
Yeah.
It's not good. It was good, but it's not now. Sorry, TikTok. Nothing personal. Yeah, it was really hot for a minute, and it's cooled off for a multitude of reasons, I'm sure. Less than 28 seconds to play in this first half, showing 24. Here comes Shodem. range. This one kisses off the front of the iron. The putback goes. Nice bucket right there, delivered by Mency. Showtime. Looking to cushion that lead. Mikic pulls up for three. It's just short. Showdown, 4 seconds. Three. Wesley Johnson from just along the sideline. It won't go. And our first half is in the books. Great first half of play between these two. 41-38. What a battle we have. A trip to the championship. Obviously, these guys really want to go.
Yeah, they're taking it serious. I'm glad to see TJ and Chris over there on Showtime getting fired up. Glad to see Victor back. This has been a good game so far. Can't wait to the second half.
We'll have the second half in just a moment on the Southeast Sports Network and our simulcast to Huddle TV. Don't go anywhere.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay. Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
We're back. Second half is just moments away here on the Southeast Sports Network. Our simulcast tonight, 2 Huddle TV. I'm Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. It's a 3-point game at the half, and I think the story is really about the runs these two programs went on in the first and second quarter. Those runs were everything, and that's really how we got this score margin. 2 7-minute runs for Showtime gave them a big lead in the first quarter, but a 15-5 run by Showtime put them right back in the game, and that's where they are now. They're right in it. So close, just 1 bucket separating these two as we enter our second half of play here, Tony.
They were ready to get fired up. We've got some really good basketball so far.
Floor getting cleared off as we're ready for our second half between Showtime, Showtime. If you're just joining us or if you didn't know, the game that wins tonight's match, this first game, goes on to the championship of the Hawks Gauntlet and a chance to battle 514 Elite in what should just be an excellent matchup. 514 Elite has been so good all season long. It seems like they can't do anything wrong.
I tell you what, and one of the biggest things that they are, I mean, everybody's confident. We've got really, really talented kids, and they're all very confident, but man, Kevin and Kamai have been talking so much smack these last 2 weeks. There is no way in the world you can convince them they're going to lose. They are ready to go and extremely confident.
Showdown, the 3 right away, and it ties us at 41. Wesley Johnson with a deep one for the response. Showtime's Andrews pulls up the deep ball, too much on it. Showtime's Manyika will run the floor. Just 30 seconds into the second half. Wesley Johnson wants another 3. Boy, that rattled all around and kissed off the front. Thought he had it for a moment. Perkovic, the handoff, Nicola to Arnold. From the elbow, that one just wide. Putback drops in. Victor Mikic using his frame to box out down low. Puts them ahead by just 1 score.
He is a difference maker. TJ's body language, his facial expressions, he is a completely different person today than he was 2 weeks ago. He struggled to get things going the last time we saw him. It kind of seemed like he was forcing some things. He is relaxed, confident, and smooth today. I like what I'm seeing from TJ.
He's been so good all year long, and he's such a great talent out of Canada. Great shot-making ability. Great in the mid-range. He's going to be fantastic to watch play at the next level. So those 2 at the line cuts it back to a 1-point game, and it might not be that for long. Showtime's Arnold with a fake pump and takes it himself. This one's wide. 2.5 played in this third quarter. Manyika, that one kisses in. Dropping off the front of the iron. 48-45, a 3-point game. Kai Arnold and Showtime. Perkovic for 3. Boarded by Onwuta. Lost by Richards. He'll run back to try and gather up the ball as it rolls off the floor. Showtime will take over with possession. Or rather, Showtime, excuse me. Manyika cross to Johnson for 3. Too much on it. clattered off the inside of the iron. Chris Manyika somehow gets the board, and down low, he drops this in to extend their lead to 5. Largest lead of the game.
A couple of very tough buckets by Chris. Great job of him getting to the rack and finishing.
Perkovic to snap that lead, and he goes down hard as he collides with Yusuf. Onwuta up the floor to Habib. Heavily defended by Andrews. Keeps it alive somehow to Johnson from the corner. The intercept. Big man running the floor, looking for the mid-range J, and it's wide. Shodem battling through traffic. Right behind the back pass, looking for the entry to Onwuta, and he wasn't ready for it. 4 minutes gone in this third period. This is the largest lead of the day for Shodem. They're looking to prevent it from being cut into here. Now a chance to nurse that lead. Long pass, rainbow up the floor to Onwuta, who puts it in off the glass, and it's a 7-point game.
Great job there by Bosa to gather himself, have some patience, and make sure he's on balance, go up and get that layup from underneath the basket.
And so right now, Shodem is in the midst of a 14-4 run. 3 ball has got too much on it. Showtime wants to respond. They trail by 7, the largest margin of the evening. Andrews pulls up for 3, it's short. Skeeters back to Wesley Johnson. The handoff along the arc for Manyika, who pulls up. And that one had too much on it as well. Skiffed off the back side of the rim. Perkovic jostled in traffic by Yusuf, and the whistle. Halfway through this third period, both teams can see the championship match in their sights, hurtling towards it. And only a few minutes left to make their mark and try and reach the battle for the cup. Arnold crossing back and forth, the handoff to Andrews, who's defended by Johnson. Nice little block right there. Down low, Jatobo puts it in off the backboard. Cuts into that big run. Shodem will look to keep it going and stoke the coals of that fire. Right away the whistle. This one goes back to Showtime as Arnold will put us back underway and inbound the ball.
Fantastic job there by Kai, knowing his strengths and knowing referee's going to give 1 bump, maybe 2, definitely not 3, drawing that offensive foul.
Showtime, step back, Perkovic, all the way around the world. They rope this. Arnold fights his way down amongst the trees. He's in danger. Perkovic from the elbow. He'll take a step before he passes it away to Kai Arnold. Kai Arnold, one of my favorites in the program. From Chattanooga, originally a super quick guard, great at penetrating, and you can see he can do it all even down amongst those branches.
Yeah, being able to grab his own offensive rebound there, his motor never stops.
Richards, far side, testing out the paint. Yusuf wants it from right up front, and this one is off the mark. Perkovic to Arnold, backdoor, Nikola off the glass, nice touch. 3-point game. And Showtime has effectively ended the run of Showdown. They were on quite the run there for a minute. A 14-4 run. Nikola, another chance to score. This one's short. Kept alive by Showtime. Arnold got the board. Now Andrews, defended by Richards, is way back right in front of the scorer's table. Deking it up. He's going for a run here. Close side, Perkovic to Nikola from the corner. That's banged in. And we're tied at 52, a 7-point run. Shodem looking to snap that 7-0 run as Onwuta fights his way down in the low post and is hit hard. The last 90 seconds have been all Showtime as they've gone on that 7-0 run. Before that run, a 14-4 run for Shodem. Onwuta at the charity stripe, less than 2 to play in this third period as his first drops in. Well, you couldn't ask for a better game, Tony. The championship on the line, these two teams putting the pedal to the metal. It's all gas, no brakes.
It's back and forth. We've had multiple lead changes. Nobody's really started to run away with it yet.
Oh, what a pass inside a laser. Marcelin hands it off. Perkovic from mid-range bangs home the J. 54-53, that's our 5th lead change of the night. Andrews scoops it up, floated across, stays on the floor somehow. Shodem harassing him, he's triple teamed. Kai Arnold for 3 and it sails. TJ Richards, less than 1 to play in this third period in a 1-point game. Oh, a little backdoor feed to Bosa Onwuta, who drops it home. And back out in front, 55-54 is Shodem. 6th lead change of the night, 40 seconds left. Andrews for 3, and the putback dropped into the twine by Jatobo.
Great job, Joshua.
Here comes Shodem. 25 left in this third period. The drive, and Manyika is fouled as he puts that home. So he'll have a chance at the old-fashioned 3 as we've seen our 8th lead change. 4 of them in the last couple of minutes, as the clock will also expire on this third period, and we'll see the chance at the old-fashioned 3. He takes it, it bangs around and pops out on him, and so we go to our final period of play, the 4th period coming up in just a moment on the Southeast Sports Network and our simulcast to Huddle TV. It's a 1-point game, 57-56. It's a game of runs, and we've seen a lot of them here tonight. Shodem has been fueled by runs, whereas Showtime has been fueled by consistency. Do you think Shodem could pull out a run in the late stages of this 4th period for the win?
Yeah, definitely can. They've shown, like I said, they've gone on couple different double-digit runs. So, what it looks like right now is whoever's going to be hot at the end is going to be the one to win it, because they are back and forth. This has been a great game so far.
It definitely feels like that. It's going to be whoever is hot last. Neck and neck, and we hadn't seen many lead changes really at all. All of a sudden, we've had all of our lead changes just in the last couple of minutes here. 4 lead changes in the last 3 minutes in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And the last 4 buckets of that third period were all lead changes. All right, who's controlling the horn over there? Cut him off. The 4th period is now the semifinal. Only one will advance to the Hawks Gauntlet Championship. We've got all the action. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. Thanks for being with us tonight. Hawks Gauntlet basketball on SESN and Huddle TV. Andrews off the inbound, running the floor right in front of us. D'd up by Wesley Johnson. Able to fight his way across the floor. Deeks to Perkovic. He's in a bit of danger on the run in traffic. Swatted up off the backboard. Somehow Shodem comes down to the ball. Manyika. Defended by Marcelin. The handoff to Richards. Calling out to his offense. He's defended by the big man, Victor Mikic. And right away, he gets hit with the palm. Carried that one. I can't imagine having to try and score on Victor Mikic, a 6'11" hybrid from Serbia. Played for the Serbian national team this summer. This one comes away somehow. Shodem. Yusuf was looking for the jam and he just lost it. Perkovic. Trailing by 1, and that was to take the lead by 2. Manyika is jostled and loses the ball in traffic. 70 seconds gone already in this final period.
Yeah, you talk about Victor. A couple weeks ago, he was missing for Showtime, and they just didn't have an answer. They lost both of those games last week by one they lost by 12, and one they lost by 31. So they just didn't have an answer for either team a couple weeks ago, and you're seeing tonight he's a difference maker, able to keep his team locked in the game.
Richards bangs that home and extends the lead of Shodem to 3. To answer, Perkovic, that's short, gathered up by TJ. Forked far side. Shodem in transition. He stops up for a moment, and the kick ball. What was the scoring frenzy in that last 60 seconds of the third period? We had 5 buckets in 90 seconds, 4 lead changes, and now nothing to start this fourth period. Cold, cold, cold. It was 57-56 at the end of the third. We've had 1 bucket in 2.5 minutes. Andrews knifing it up, deking around, defended by Wesley Johnson, escapes into the left, cutting right. Floated this back outside of the arc, and Showtime is in trouble as he takes a step.
He traveled a few trips ago, and I think the referee kind of gave him a little leeway. They weren't letting him have that one, though.
So just 1 bucket in 3 minutes as it's 59-56. Shodem in the lead by just 3 points in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Looking for the championship, Shodem could extend their lead on this possession. Wesley Johnson has hit a few deep threes already tonight. Far side, Manyika. Manyika takes it himself. This one off the mark, down amongst the branches and lost off of the floor by Onwuta. Bosa will go to the charity stripe. We played 3.5 minutes of this final period and just 2 points scored in that time. Our 4th point of the 4th period. And in contrast, we had 30 points scored in the 3rd period. So a lot cooler here through these last 4 minutes. I mean, what a difference. Onwuta, that rims around and pops out. Talk about nerves. Kai Arnold on the drive, floated back door. Wesley Johnson had it for a moment. Arnold to Mikic. He's heavily defended, so the handoff back to Andrews. Kai Arnold cuts around. Mikic wants to take it himself, and this one rolls down to Johnson. TJ Richards across, close side now. Andrews defensively. He gets the pick. Now backdoor, still with it. Shodem. Onwuta doesn't like the look on the elbow, so he goes to Wesley. Nearly halfway through this final period. The drive and floater, and that goes for Wesley Johnson. What a score in traffic. The deep 3, this one is short for Andrews. Showtime keeps it alive. Marcelin off the back of the rim. A 3rd chance with it now. Marcelin wanted to pull up mid-range J. Perkovic defended by Manyika. He knocks it down. We're back to a 3-point game with 4.5 left in this final quarter. Shodem's Richards in traffic. He gets it to go and extends that lead again. We're heating up down the stretch.
Vito just exasperated. Didn't know how he made that shot over him.
Mikic gets that to go as he's heavily defended by Onwuta, and the whistle will send him to the charity stripe.
If Showtime wants to keep this game close and have any way to pull it out, they're going to have to get back to that play style they had in the 1st and 2nd quarter, where they're moving the ball inside out. And not really a lot of ball movement for them right now, so they're going to have to get back to that, what was getting them success earlier.
Wesley Johnson was looking to extend the lead of Shodem in what's now just a 2-point game following the old-fashioned 3. Showtime. Arnold to Mikic. to tie us at 64. It's short. Showdown with a board. 3.5 left to play. To cushion the lead, TJ Richards hits the deep three. It's a 5-point game with 3.5 left. That's a clutch three and a clutch amount of time left. Andrews to Mikic. Outside, Marcelin wants the three of his own. That rattles around and goes. Well, there's no bigger time to hit a three than that right there, and that makes it a 2-point game, 67-65 with 3 minutes left to play in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And it's kind of what we talked about before the period even started. You know, this is going to come down to who's hot at the end.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's a great job by Coach Cribbs there, you know, letting his team kind of figure it out, but, you know, calling timeout right after that made bucket, 2-point game. We reset them and you know, get them back, just like I just talked about, getting them back to that play style that found them success earlier. See if they can pull this game out in the last 3 minutes.
3 minutes, 10 seconds left to play. A game of runs, 2 7-0 runs for Showtime put them out to a big early lead in the first period. But then leading up to the half, a 15-5 run put Showtime right back in the game as they caught up to Showtime. They couldn't keep that big lead, and into the halftime break they went in a 3-point game, 41-38, where Showtime led. Then it was a 14-4 run in favor of Showtime to open that third period as they scored 30 points in that third quarter alone. A 7-0 run to close the period, put Showtime back in the game and make us neck and neck. We'd only seen 4 lead changes in 2.5 quarters, 2 3/4 of a quarter, I guess, as the third quarter was coming to a close. And in that last 90 seconds, 4 lead changes. We've seen 8 tonight, none in this fourth period as we get it rolling down to the final seconds here in Chattanooga. Just a reminder, if you're just joining us or you don't know, the winner of this semifinal game, this is a play-in for the championship against 514 Elite. Manyika pulls up, that rims around and skiffs out on Showtime, trying again. Showtime looking to tie or take the lead on this trip up the floor. Andrews for the lead, a little too much. Perkovic fighting with it amongst the branches as he's fouled. .240 left to play.
Bosa wasn't too sure about that one. Felt like he got up there and got all ball, but I think maybe there was some body contact before the block.
First is off the mark for Perkovic. Showtime trailing by just 2. These are crucial points in the final moments. Second will go, and it's just a 1-point game between these two. Habib Yusuf for the response. Onwuta gets the board, fires. This one is wide. Regathered by Manyika. He's patient down low and gets it to go, and we're back to a 3-point margin.
Yeah, once again, that's at least the third time Chris Manyika has gotten down low, pump fake, had got somebody up in the air. He got Victor up in the air earlier. He's a very skilled player in being able to manipulate the ball under the basket like that.
Andrews is still down. Here comes Showtime. Showtime driving. Richards off the glass. Nothing. Showtime still with it. And this one rattles around for Habib Yusuf. Now the whistle. Hopefully he's all right. Slow to rise as his teammates and staff will check on him. We'll take a break and be right back for more basketball in just a moment on our simulcast tonight. Southeast Sports Network also coming to you on Huddle TV. Don't go anywhere. into the final stages in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A 3-point game, less than 2 to play. We've seen 8 lead changes, none in this final quarter, and it's been all runs fueling who is out in front, who is in the lead. We'll see who finishes with the lead in just a few moments here between Showdem and Showtime. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. Prep basketball is Showtime looking to cut into the lead of Showdem. Can't get it to drop. Kept alive by Kai Arnold. Deep three, Andrews. Cash money. We're tied at 69 with 90 seconds left, just like that. Showdem back to the offensive end in a bit of danger. Taking his time, Richards fires this. Yusuf down low amongst the trees. He gets it to go. Automatic, and they maintain the lead by just 2. 65 seconds left to play. Andrews floated to Mikic. Victor Mikic. Oh, what an entry pass, and Marcelin ties us again at 71. 52 seconds left to play. To the offensive end, Showtime comes up with a steal to take the lead. Kai Arnold swatted away by Johnson. Andrews in trouble. This one, backdoor, Perkovic regathers, and they take the lead for the first time in this fourth quarter by just 1 bucket. 30 seconds left to play. Here's Showdem in traffic. Boson Wuta with a clutch board. Wesley Johnson to Manyika, and the whistle. A timeout with 19 and a half seconds left to play. Talk about drama. 2 points separate these two. A trip to the championship on the line. Tony, what's on your whiteboard in this situation?
Man, I don't even know who has the ball. Oh my goodness, I'm not paying attention. This is... It's almost like it's scripted. This game coming down to the wire like this, I'm a fan right now. I'm a fan. Who has the... Showdem has the ball. They got to find a way. I think in this situation, they've proven themselves. You got to find a way to get TJ or Weasley open for a shot here, try to win it. You come all this way, man, we're not trying to tie it. Let's win the game right here.
Makes sense to me. They're going to inbound from right in front of us. Less than 20 seconds to play, 19 and a half on the clock. Showdem puts it onto the floor. This one's loose. Marcelin comes up with it. On the back, over to Victor Mikic, floated outside to Andrews. They have the lead by 2, 11 seconds. Showtime just has to kill the clock, and they'll go to the championship. The intentional foul with 6.6 seconds showing on the clock.
Showdem's got to stay focused right here. They can't risk a turnover.
5 seconds, and he's fouled again. Andrews couldn't escape TJ Richards. Five seconds on the clock. Here's the inbound. 2 quick passes, and we're done. To the championship, as we've reached the final in our semifinal. What a win, and congratulations to Showtime as they'll move on to the championship contest tonight in the Hawks Gauntlet, and what was an absolutely clutch performance on SCSN and Huddle TV. Tony, any final thoughts on our semifinal?
Fantastic end to the game. Unfortunately, it's the end to Showdem in the Gauntlet, but they did not go down without a fight. Amazing performance by all those guys tonight. And this is going to be a good one in the final.
Showtime jumped out to an electric lead. They had a huge run to open tonight, and it was just a game of runs back and forth. Whoever was hot was out in front. Showdem just couldn't edge out the win against Showtime. We will not end tonight's broadcast. We'll be back with the final on this same feed, so do not close the tab. Don't navigate away. We'll have it all in just a moment. It's going to be about a 25-minute break, so it's okay to go get some popcorn, grab a drink. We'll be back with the final game. Don't go anywhere. SESN Huddle TV.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay. Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. A place to grow and be themselves. Foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
We are champions of the character.
You're ready to reconnect, to discover, to explore a Georgia that always has more stories to share and views to admire. Set for your next adventure while you set your own pace to wonder or wander, or whatever it is that makes you feel you. To feel that Georgia feeling, those beautiful, real, honest moments. The only found in Georgia moments. Find yours at exploregeorgia.org.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
At the Salvation Army, a meal isn't just a meal. It's fuel for imagination, determination, and dreams. It's energy to be role models, change makers, and to just be kids. With your gift, a full meal means a full heart, a full night's sleep, and a future full of possibilities.
We are champions of the character.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
The story of the United States has been written for centuries. Penned by millions of authors, written in every language, from every perspective. With every chapter as unique as our people and our land. Our story is one made up of many. Find yours in the USA.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
We going big. Throw it down. We're gonna really live. Let's go all out. Let's go all out. You know it's gonna get loud. 'Cause we getting down.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay. Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. A place to grow and be themselves. Foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls. The endless echo of more than 10,000 caves. The serene silence of 1,000 miles of wilderness trails. The next time someone tells you to get lost, consider it an opportunity. Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
you're ready to reconnect, to discover, to explore a Georgia that always has more stories to share and views to admire. Set for your next adventure while you set your own pace to wonder or wander, or whatever it is that makes you feel you. To feel that Georgia feeling, those beautiful, real, honest moments. The only found in Georgia moments. Find yours at exploregeorgia.org.
Welcome to Chattanooga, Tennessee. And it's the final tonight on our simulcast, Southeast Sports Network, Huddle TV. The Hawks Gauntlet, the championship is on the line between Showtime and 514 Elite. Thanks for being with us tonight. Gabriel Schray here with my good friend and analyst Tony Williams for the final in this series. A tough play-in on the same feed not long ago for Showtime. They got a short break and now to take on 514 Elite. We remain scoreless. Andrews takes the deep shot. This one's just off the mark. 514 battles this away. Nice board. Manasua. Finesse down to Framwell Diaz. That one's short for him. We remain scoreless. Just seconds off the clock. Here's the mid-range J for Andrews. That one kisses off the front of the iron and continues to roll. Dukovacic blockered away by Mikic. Arnold runs the floor all by himself to Andrews. He pulls up and the whistle for the travel. Well, we'll take a quick second and meet one of the stars and starters tonight. Maybe we won't. Quick pull-up from Kamai Samuels. And the first bucket opening the lid. Dropped in just a minute into this one. Ball swatted at, regathered by Mikic. Victor trying to feed this down low. Somehow it comes to Perkovic. Tied up 2-2. 514 close side. Dukovacic floats this across the hardwood, and from the elbow, Kamai Samuels comes up short. Dukovacic defended by Arnold. Across to Framwell, he pulls up, that clatters off the iron. Manasua in trouble in the corner, out to Samuels. Tied at 2 minutes gone. Dukovacic drives once mid-range and Perkovic with the board. Defended by Manasua. Down to Nikola, who pulls up for three, and he gets that to go. The deep ball is buried. It's 5-2. Showtime takes the one bucket lead as Kai Arnold trying to keep this away from Kamai Samuels. The clock stops with 5:45 left in this first period. Dukovacic inbounds. Arnold swats at it. Kevin Dukovacic goes to work, and that's in off the glass. Back to a one-point game just like that. What an impressive move by Dukovacic. One of the very best in America at this level and looking to be recruited. Quick look at the numbers of Djokovic throughout the course of this tournament. He's been fantastic. 26 points per game, 60% from the floor. He just can do no wrong. Off the glass and the putback. From the charity stripe, this is Kai Arnold. Three minutes gone in this first period. 1 point game, 5-4. Showtime leading 5-1-4 Elite. Second one, big high bounce, swatted at 5-1-4 to Kamai Samuels. Looked like he was going to pull up. Djokovic. Kevin pulls up from three-point land, and the tray goes wide. Putback will drop. First lead change of the night. Hand off, a second one, and the shot from the corner for Andrews, too much. 6-5, and that lead cushioned 8-5 as Djokovic drops in another. Long ball by Victor Mikic. The three ties us at 8. Kamai Samuels to reestablish the lead, and we remain tied. Halfway through this first period exactly. 8-all in the championship of the Hawks Gauntlet. Nikola pulls up. This kisses off the back of the iron. Nice behind the back pass looking for Nikola. 5-1-4, able to strip it away in traffic. Elite on the move into the post. This one floated back into play to Framwell. Stays alive. Kamai. Defended by Andrews. Walks up to the elbow. Shoveled to the corner, and the three is too far. Perkovic through traffic. Fed to Arnold, and this one off the glass. Drops back down into the hands of Kamai Samuels. To break the tie, Djokovic off the glass. Regathered by 5-1-4. Swatted at again, and the second goes.
Nikola just threw his hands up there. He did everything he could. A couple of blocks there in this same possession. They just were able to get the ball back and score some points.
10-8 for the moment. Djokovic to foster that lead. This one's short. Nikola floated across. Kai Arnold. Perkovic is teed up perfectly as he gets that to go and ties us again. It's 10-10. 2.5 left to play in this first quarter.
Great awareness there by Kai Arnold to know that Vito's running with him and dip it off to him.
This one lost in traffic by 5-1-4 Elite. It'll go back to Showtime. They'll have a chance to continue to work with the ball and potentially regather the lead they led for the first 3 minutes of this game. 5-1-4 Elite comes from behind. They've had the lead since. At the moment, we're tied 10-10. Mikic down low to Perkovic, who goes to work against Djokovic and loses the ball immediately. He'll run the floor. The Canadian pass to the corner. Here's the three. There's too much on it. Victor Mikic, the big man, less than 2 to play in this first period. Floated down low, and Perkovic gets that. They're back out in front, 12-10. 5-1-4 Elite trailing by just a bucket. Quick pass by Samuels. To the corner now. Elijah Tucker back up top. Standing way back on the front court. Working with the orange. Step back. 3-ball, and he gets the tray. They take back the lead. 1:20 left to play in this first period. Perkovic in traffic is jostled. We remain tied.
Vito's leaving it all out there so far this game. He knows this is the last one. This is the finals for all the marbles. He's running the floor. He's got a dish off by Victor earlier, dish off by Kai. He's doing everything he can to help his team win this championship.
He gets his first. Here's a look at the star tonight for Showtime, Bryson Andrews. He's been great throughout the course of the tournament. 4 3-pointers made in his last outing. 36% from beyond the three-point line throughout the course of the Hawks Gauntlet. 14-12 after he hit both chances at the line. Kept the lead alive. And to extend it, this is off the mark. Kai Arnold regathered off the glass, and again the whistle, as there's a lot of contact down low. Less than 1 to play in this first period.
It seems like especially recently we've been talking so much about Kai. He is so consistent in controlling what he can control. He's not going to try to do too much, but he is going to be extremely aggressive. He has a nonstop motor. He always seems to be in and around the play, doing something good, getting a rebound, knocking down a shot. He's just all around such a consistent player for Showtime.
Less than 1 to play in this first period. 15-12. Showtime a 3-point lead. We've seen 2 lead changes already. No real run strung together. That one goes 17-12. Elijah Tucker for the response. That clatters around and jumps out. Kamai Samuels steps back beyond the arc, floated close side to Kovacic. Love the pump fake. Framwell Diaz. Oh, the 3-ball goes for him. Now it's a 2-point game, 17-15. Well, if we have seen a run, it was Showtime, and that just killed it. Showtime had scored 9 points to the 4 of 514 Elite. 514 Elite had the ball again for just a moment. Framwell Diaz loses it over the baseline. 19 seconds left in this first period.
Josh is just there, being a presence, causes Framwell to dribble the ball off his foot.
514 gets it back, less than 10 seconds to play in the first period. Jostled Elijah Tucker comes together with Perkovic. 4.5 seconds showing on the clock. To the corner, he tried to step around him. And that'll kill the clock on our first period as well. 17-15, a 2-point game after 1 period of play. What do you think so far, Tony?
So far, it's been not as high scoring as I thought it would be. I think the having the presence of Victor and Vito in there kind of prevented 514 from getting out on those fast breaks like they like to do. They're not able to string together a run of a bunch of points and then have that energy to get the ball back on the defensive end. Like we saw a couple weeks ago, they took every bit of momentum from the offensive end and used it on the defensive end to steal the ball, block shots, get the ball back. And so far, Showtime's been able to kind of keep them in check.
It's a close one. 1 bucket separating these two. 1 period in the books already. 17-15. Showtime just barely leading 514 Elite by 1 bucket after 1 period of play. We're excited for the second period, and this one should be fantastic as well. Kevin Dukovic will inbound to start the second period for 5-1-4 Elite. Two-point game between these two. Immediate three ball. This one takes a big high bounce. A second chance with it for 5-1-4. Samuels from long range looking to get the lead back. Showtime with the board, and he takes a step. Perkovic thought he was going to be able to create another opportunity to bolster the lead of Showtime, and just got a bit too excited, took an early step. 15 seconds off the clock already in this second period. Here's Dukovic from the straightaway, and it's off the mark. Perkovic running the floor to the close side. Nikola. Mikic in trouble on the elbow. Somehow feeds it back door in the foul. Kai Arnold grabbed that. So he'll take a trip to the line. Two lead changes in our first period of play. Showtime was able to get the lead back down the stretch. 33 seconds into the second period. Arnold, this one rattles around on him, and it remains 17-15 Showtime. 5-1-4 to Tucker. Dukovic to Samuels. He wants three. This one is gathered by Perkovic. Vito Perkovic. Lost off of his toe. And Mikic off the glass. Framwell comes down with it. Diaz, close side. Kevin Dukovic jostled by Perkovic in traffic. 1 minute gone in the second period. Still scoreless in period number 2. Thanks for being with us tonight in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. SCSN simulcast to Huddle TV as Dukovic is hit with the travel. Bryson Andrews chopping his way up the floor, working with the orange, crosses the timeline. Given off, Victor Mikic with a floater down inside, and 5-1-4 Elite gets the takeaway. Immediately the whistle before he can get to work. Dukovic close side. He pulls up from three-point land, and Kamai Samuels buries it. Mikic with a quick response. So our first bucket of this second quarter comes 90 seconds into it. It's also our third lead change of the game.
Kamada almost looked disinterested in taking that shot. He kind of looking around who he can pass the ball to. Say, oh, okay, you're not going to guard me. I guess I'll just shoot it. And knocks it down.
Nikola one step two. And this one stripped away. Kamai Samuels has a lot of space, puts it in off the glass. Running it right down on Bryson Andrews to let him go. Victor Mikic with a response from the elbow. Popped up Arnold to Andrews. He wants a three of his own. It's short. 2 minutes gone in the second period. Kovacic in transition. This one is loose and rattles around. A second chance for 5-1-4, and the foul as he falls to the boards.
That's exactly what I was talking about. They're able to get out on the break before and get a score. Kamai did, and then they got a fast break here, and Showtime just able to keep up with them. Missed a shot, had a little block there, and then it allows Victor to get back, and he's going to contest the shot. Still get a chance at the line, but it's not easy. It's not in transition like they had just being so fluid a few weeks ago.
Both go at the line. Stripped away. 5-1-4 up the floor, and he's all alone for the jam. Kamai Samuels. Quick response by Mikic. .514 back to the offensive end. Passed outside. 3-ball is short as these two collide and go down hard. Samuels goes to the stripe. First won't go. Remains a 6-point difference, only for a moment. To extend their lead to 8. 25-17, 5-1-4 lead. 5.5 left in this first half. Victor Mikic. Handoff to Andrews is loose and gathered up by Kamai Samuels. Backdoor feed. Mikic swats at it. Still alive for 5-1-4. Jumps up the floater, and Kamai Samuels escapes with it in traffic. Low side. All alone and too much on it. Mikic floats this to Nikola. Trailing by 8. Here's Arnold. Andrews pulls up from range, and this one takes a big high bounce to 5-1-4 Elite. Going to work inside Framwell Diaz with a layup makes it a 10-point game, our first double-digit margin. This one rattles around and goes. Back into it, an 8-point game in Chattanooga between 5-1-4 Elite and Showtime. We've got all the action here. Tony, we're really starting to heat up nearly halfway through this second quarter, and 5-1-4 Elite has jumped out to a pretty good lead. For the moment, it's 8 points. For a second, it was double digits. Is this starting to get dangerous for Showtime? Can they afford to let 5-1-4 Elite grow that margin at all, or is this something they have to get on top of?
Well, I mean, they've got capable scorers, so I mean, I don't think a 10-point margin is insurmountable. They got it to 8 now, but I think it's a great timeout by Coach Cribbs to kind of get his troops back together and not let 5-1-4 continue with any more momentum, because we've seen over and over again that they can go on huge runs. Like we were talking about earlier, they got off to a little bit of a slow start. That momentum wasn't on their side, but when they start stealing the ball, getting in the passing lanes, getting out in transition, it's hard to stop that ball when it gets rolling. And they're able to go on runs like that and get up big quick. And you look up and it's like, man, let it get away from you real quick. So great job by Coach Cribbs after the basket there, calling the timeout and kind of seeing if they can get a regroup.
For the moment, they're out in front by 8. 27-19. Here comes 5-1-4 Elite. Framwell Diaz buries the deep 3. That makes it an 11-point lead for 5-1-4. And the quick response cuts it back to a 9-point game. For a moment, the largest margin of the night enjoyed by 514 Elite. Showtime puts themselves right back in this and cuts it back to single digits. 4 minutes left in this first half. Samuels to Diaz. Fremwell Diaz on the turnaround J. Swatted up into the air. Kai Arnold regathered. Arnold to the corner. Nicola wanted the three. Boarded by 514 Elite. He's all alone for the jam, and they're going to hit him with a travel. Man, I thought he had that. And Juice Manasua, junior wing, gets hit with a whistle. Quickly on the other end of the floor as well as they go back and forth. 3.5 left in this first half. Going to try again. Hardware on the line tonight. This is the championship of the Hawks Gauntlet. Manasua rattles around. Here's 514 Elite. Samuels defended by Andrews. He takes it down into the paint and gets that to go into the twine. Back to an 11-point game. Mikic off to the big man, Nicola, who wanted three.
They're going to have to start seeing some of those go down if they want to keep this margin from growing.
Manasua tries to float that up the floor. Mises close side. Samuels, that one not far enough. Came up short on him. 2:51 left in this second period. Showtime takes back over with the basketball. Arnold hands it back off to Andrews. Bryson Andrews, one of our players to watch in this championship. Mikic loses it, swatted at. Somehow 514 with the ball. And Manasua off the glass back door to Samuels, who drops it home. 13 points separate these two, 34-21. And Mikic swatted away by Manasua.
They're going to say it was a goaltend. Count the basket on that. Still impressive seeing Juice get up like that against the 6'10", 6'11" Mikic and be able to knock that ball out of his hand.
That's a big dude.
He's big. Juice has hops.
Juice does indeed have big hops. Junior from France. Fun to watch him play. Kick close side. Fighting his way through traffic. Big high bounce. And Showtime has it. Mikic. I passed Mikic in the hallway between our first and second game tonight. He's just too tall. He's too big. He's a true 6'11". Great knockdown by Perkovic. Cuts into that lead. Makes it a 9-point game. Close side. Manasua. This one rattles around and won't go. Perkovic gets the board. Long delivery up the floor. Andrews down low with a little kiss off the glass. And just like that, Showtime isn't just hanging around, they're in it. It's a 7-point game. To Kovacic to close the door a little more. He's jostled in traffic. 1:26 left in the first half.
Gonna make him earn him at the stripe.
Something tells me he's fine with that. Our player to watch on the other side of the ball tonight for 514 Elite, and with good reason, the senior guard. Already a number of offers to play at the collegiate level. He's from Quebec, named the BioSteel All-American game this year. A sizable guy, a great facilitator who can score all across the floor, and as you can see, a big performance again tonight already shaping up.
Kevin is the type of guy, he's so competitive. I think if you really asked him, he would confidently tell you he could beat a fish in a swimming contest.
I believe that. He might be able to beat a fish in a swimming contest.
I wouldn't bet against him.
Andrews takes the handoff. He's in a bit of trouble in traffic. Flipped over to Perkovic. Perkovic goes to work from the elbow. That one's short. Swatted, regathered, showtime, and now the foul. Less than 1 to play in this first half in a 9-point game.
Bryson Andrews will come alive here in just a few seconds. Can feel it.
Perkovic pulled up from three-point range. This is to Kovacic, defended by Arnold. Crosses around him to the corner. Manasua to Tucker. Back to him. He pulls up for three, and it's got too much juice on it. Close side for Andrews, who will run the floor. Defended by Kovacic. Gets the screen. And the three was deep. It's off the mark. Arnold, a second chance for showtime. He's double teamed in the whistle. .24 seconds to play with. Andrews will inbound. Put onto the floor. Forked to him in the corner, and he buries the deep three. It's a 6-point game, 36-30. Manasua wants a three of his own, and with 10 seconds left in this first half, he buries it. We're back to a 9-point margin. 2 seconds. One, Andrews fires and is hit hard. Going to the wood as time expires. Hopefully he's all right.
Landed on his hip there, I think.
And he's up on his feet and moving around. So one half is in the books. 39-30. I think they're going to send him to the line, right?
He's going to get his 2 shots.
First goes. .39-32 is the score between these two after 2 quarters of play. It's a close one here in the championship. 5-1-4 Elite is in the lead by just 7 over Showtime. We'll see if they can extend that lead, hang on to it, and how our 3rd and 4th quarters will shake out in just a moment on SESN. Don't go anywhere.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay. Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay. Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine.
Welcome back. Quarter three coming up in just a second here. Southeast Sports Network and our simulcast tonight to Huddle TV. I'm Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. Excited to have you along with us for all the action. Hawks Gauntlet, and it's the championship of the series. A 7-point game after 2 quarters of play. 514 Elite, who has been just electric. They're 7-1 in the Gauntlet. In the lead, hanging on against Showtime, and Showtime doing everything they can to get into this game. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. Inbound coming right now from Kai Arnold. As Arnold puts Bryson Andrews and Showtime to work. Andrews, fit this to Mikic, the floater down low and intercepted. Kovacic to the corner. Samuels pulls up and drains the 3 right away. Hot start. Nikola and Perkovic keep that going. Perkovic, the floater. Samuels to the board. Samuels keeping it going. Close side, Elijah Tucker. This one off the mark. 514 Elite, second chance. That goes 44-32. Big man with a jam. Silent one. It's a 10-point game in Chattanooga between 514 Elite and Showtime. 60 seconds gone. Pulls up, wants 3, and he gets it. What a great delivery. 47-34. Perkovic along the arc, drives and ladles that into the twine. Cuts the lead of 514 back to 11.
Love a good finger roll.
Here's a three for Elijah Tucker. Showtime. Deep delivery. In a bit of trouble outside to Victor Mikic, who gets this off just in time, and the whistle. That was a weird delivery. Jostled on the back as he tried to take that shot, and that sends him to the line. First takes an odd angle. Margin remains 11. Second takes a big high bounce and goes. And third will go. 9-point game, 47-38, 5-1-4 lead out in front. And looking to respond to those 3 points at the line. Samuels. Now to the corner. Tucker's in a bit of danger. To Kovacic from the straightaway. This one is short. Nikola roped to Arnold. Kai Arnold forks this across, popped up into the air. Nikola gets it back to him. Arnold, backdoor, Perkovic with a jam. It's a 7-point game, 47-40. Here's 5-1-4. Samuels steps off, doesn't like the pressure of Kai Arnold right there at the 3-point arc. And a little too much contact. Perkovic grabbing at his ears. He knew that was on him.
Yeah, I've been watching the first few minutes of this third quarter, watching the battle between Bryson and Kevin. And, Bryson hasn't been able to get a lot of shots off, and Kevin's not really out there going crazy. They are taking it personal, trying to keep each other from scoring the basket, especially being able to shoot beyond the arc. They're playing some good defense.
5.5 left to play in this third quarter, 47-40, a 7-point lead for 5-1-4 Elite. To this point, they've pretty much been uncontested in the Hawks gauntlet at 7-1 this year.
Yeah, they've just kind of steamrolled past everyone. Luckily, Showtime has shown some fight in them. And that first game, they showed what they can really do with their full squad in that performance, and now they're hanging in there now. See if they can keep slowing down 5-1-4 and get some offense going of their own. Make this a tight game like the last one was. Love to see that.
Well, I think what's disappointing for me is there's not really any runs to go back to. I've been keeping track of runs a lot, and basketball is such a game of runs. There has been runs, but they're not as obvious or clear as they've been in many other games throughout the course of this gauntlet. Without that to fall back on and say, well, if Showtime can spark a run right here like this, or if 5-1-4 Elite can do that, it's really just been tit for tat. The largest run we've seen is a 7-0 run. Showtime and 5-1-4 back onto the floor. Thanks for being with us in Chattanooga, Tennessee, the Southeast Sports Network, and our simulcast to Huddle TV. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. A 7-point game. 5.5 left in this period. To Kovacic. Up to the elbow. Easy money for Framwell. Phone the bank. He has a deposit to make. Mikic. Driving. And he jams it home. Cuts it back to 7 points between these two.
You talked about how big Victor is earlier, but for such a big guy being as athletic enough to put the ball on the floor blow past the defender and finish like that. That's to me what makes him very impressive. His ability to see the floor, facilitate, but also be able to put the ball on the floor and finish his own shots, get to the basket and dunk, knock down a three here and there. He is extremely versatile for his size.
It's almost a bizarre level of athleticism. It's weird because I'll watch the highlights back and we'll post highlights on Instagram of these guys, and he doesn't look as fast on tape as he does in person. And I would say that's critical. If you want to see this guy, you got to see him in person.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's just something odd about how quick he really is. Speaking of quick big men, Perkovic with a move. And Mikic there is swatted at, and the whistle sounds. 4.5 left in this third period. An 8-point margin. We'll play on. Showtime. Gonna have Bryson Andrews inbound. Lofted back across to Perkovic. He pulls up, and this one grabbed up here quickly by 514 Elite. Samuels loses this, coming towards us. Quick floater, mid-range, swatted away. 514 able to maintain possession. Bramwell fading. Bryson Andrews with a quick board. Halfway through the third period. 52-44. Nicola steps up, drives, in traffic, gets it off the glass.
He is so talented too. Seems to always be in there affecting the game. Not flashy, just in the right place. He makes good decisions. He's not going to force shots. Nicola is a fantastic piece for this Hamilton Heights squad.
52-46. 4 minutes left to play in the third period and counting. Dukovic to Samuels. Back across. Kevin Dukovic drives mid-range floater. Elijah Tucker keeps it alive for 514. Mikic there defensively. Takes a swat. Dukovic into the trees, and the whistle as he takes a step. Dukovic has such a deep bag of tricks. It's really fascinating for me to watch guys like Kevin Dukovic, Bryson Andrews, Kamai Samuels, time and time again come up with the right play. He gets the steal here. Now he's trying to decide whether to facilitate Mikic on the backside or get the bucket himself. He goes to the shot and comes up with it easily. Great real-time example of what I was about to say about him. He can do so many things so well, whether it's playing down low against the big guys, pulling up for threes, creating steals and turnovers like they just did there again. Kamai, another guy who can do all of it so well. Far side, Dukovic down low, and he gets the layup.
Bryce has got to get his team going here. He's got a couple possessions in a row. They've turned the ball over. There it is. He's got to capitalize on some possessions.
Stepped up and floated that, and they do indeed capitalize, cutting it to an 8-point game. Wanted the quick answer. 514 creates another chance off the board, and he's swatted at as the whistle sounds. Mubike, the junior forward from Nigeria. Best friends with Bosa Nwuta, and this is his first year with the program.
It was crazy. There's been some talk about Dominic earning some minutes on that national team just by his effort. You've seen here, especially over the final 2 or 3 weeks of the Gauntlet. He's aggressive. He's going to go get you rebounds. He had one game, I think he had 17 rebounds. He's definitely a presence down there. He's able to give you some good minutes. So he's definitely earning some attention from the coaching staff.
Quick response from Showtime. 514 comes down to the board. Manasua on the move. Handoff to Samuels, who's open. This one is short. 1:45 left in the third period. Long delivery. Nikola in trouble. Orange pops free. He's standing in the corner with it. Fired a missile pass down inside, and this one drops back to a 9-point margin. 90 seconds left in the third. It's 59-50. Somehow able to keep this, and Mubike gets the bucket. I'm thinking just the tape of this championship alone might be enough to get this guy some minutes. Seems like every play he's got a hand in on it. He's come up with about 100 boards. Just scored a bucket. Nikola responds on the offensive end. That's a crucial three. Really helping to keep Showtime in this one. Kovacic drives, lofted to the corner. Trouble momentarily. Here comes Viktor Mikic. Backdoor pass and the quick bucket. Just like that, it's a 6-point game. 61-55, 37 seconds left in this third quarter. Quick pass to Kovacic, pulls up for three, too much on it.
I know. Showtime could finish out the quarter here. Make it a game.
Viktor drives. Tried for the floater, and he's jostled by Mubike. 18 seconds. Got a little hypnotized coming into the gymnasium now. Mikic at the stripe. First goes, it cuts the margin to just 5.
You got to stop on defense if Viktor can knock this down.
It's the closest we've been in a long time. Just a 4-point game in Chattanooga with 18 seconds left in the third quarter. 61-57.
Kevin's going to try to make a statement here on the last shot.
Kevin to Kovacic, dicing it up on the arc, drives and swatted at as he goes to the layup. 4 seconds on the clock, he'll go to the line. I like the move by Kovacic, the drive.
Yeah, it's a good thought. Going to the end of the quarter, you know, if he can drive to the basket and make that bucket, you know, give his team some momentum. Oh, he's got knocked down his free throws though.
Kovacic gets this. It's a 5-point game. 3 seconds. 2, 1. Pulls up, forking up the 3, and this one is off the mark. So we'll go to our final quarter in the championship of the Hawks Gauntlet. It's a 5-point game in Chattanooga. 62-57. 5-1-4. The 7-1 leaders in the Gauntlet out in front for now. Gabriel Schray here with Tony Williams. Tony, just 8 minutes left to play. What will come of it?
Showtime's got to continue to get some stops and start getting some things going with Bryson. I don't think he's knocked down many shots this game. He's going to have to get him involved and get his team some momentum going. I like the way they were working that in and out earlier in that first game with Viktor trying to get some things going in the paint and then kicking it back out to Bryson. Love to see him get something like that going. And for 5-1-4, they've got to continue to push, gas pedal to the metal, and see if they can close this game out.
So to some degree, it all hinges on the performance of Bryson Andrews.
Yeah, I think if Bryson shows up and gets going in this fourth quarter, Showtime is going to be the champions.
There you have it. Tony Williams with the call. It all comes down to the performance of Bryson Andrews. You see Kevin Kovacic getting us started offensively. in this final period. Leading by 5, 62-57. Here's 5-1-4. Close sign to Kovacic. He's in trouble. High Arnold defensively forces the pass. Back outside of the arc, roping this all around. Samuels fed close side. The 3 ball, that one pops out. Victor Mikic will run the floor, the big man. A handoff to Bryson Andrews. Wow, what a pass to Victor Mikic. I thought that was going for somebody else. Down in the low block, and Mikic just palms that. 7.5 foot in the air, he grabs that ball, and it's no big deal. Just a casual Tuesday night for him. He's fouled on the way inside and goes to the line. First goes, 4-point game. Showtime trailing by just a couple. Both go for the big man. It's a 3-point game. 5-1-4 Elite out in front by just one long bucket. Kamai Samuels examining the floor, doesn't like the look, so he hands it off. Ball will come right back to him, standing out on the Hawk. Floated to Fremwell. Back to Samuels. He's open and can't drop it in.
I'm trying to decide what I think about 5-1-4's approach here. They're kind of slowing the pace down a little bit. They've got the lead, trying to slow the pace down, but knowing the firepower that Showtime has got, I don't know. That's not really their play style. That they play fast. I think they've got to keep going, keep the energy up, keep the flow of the game up, and try to score in bunches and pad the lead a little bit. They're playing slow, and I'm not sure if that's the best call for their play style. Even though they do have the lead, that's kind of a hard thing to maneuver because they do have the lead. So you want to protect the lead, and a lot of times protecting the lead means see if we can run the clock out a little bit. But I'm not sure how I feel about that in this situation. I think they've got to push. They've got to run, try to get some quick baskets.
Mubike battling for the ball down there. I like your take on that. I agree. I don't only agree with that from the standpoint of just analyzing the team, but Showtime's already played a game. They've played a whole game. Keep them running.
Absolutely.
Wear them out.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Here comes Showtime. This is Victor Mikic running the floor. Big man, big play coming. Lofted to Perkovic, defended by Kovacic, trying to back him down, spinning around off the glass, that rolls in. It's a 1-point margin, 62-61, 5-1-4 Elite lead. Samuels to extend it back to 4, and he will. Deep, deep 3, beautiful ball. Back and forth they go, quick response, drops in. And it's again a 2-point game. 5-1-4's to Kovacic. Working his way into the paint. Down amongst the trees, he gets it off the glass.
It's a tough bucket for Kevin. Really good finish there.
5.5 left to play. This one stolen away by Kamai Samuels in a 4-point game, looking to extend the lead to Kovacic off the glass. It's a 6-point margin. That's big time.
This is what they need. They've got to get the momentum. Just keep Showtime on the ropes. Keep them on the run.
Just like that, a couple of quick steals, turnovers, buckets, changed the face of the game. For a moment, it couldn't have been closer. It was a 1-point game, and Showtime hasn't led since the first half as Mubike gets the dunk. Showtime now trailing by 8 with 5:14 left. Far side from the corner. This one rattles off the front of the iron. Perkovic. He takes another shot, and this one goes. So the deep three, and it could come in a bigger time. Back to a 5-point game. This is Framwell. Framwell gets this to go. Didn't last long. 73-66. Again, a 7-point margin. Mikic, following the spin, he picks it up. Somehow finessed this backdoor. Perkovic wants three, heavily contested. Nice job by Diaz making that difficult. Dukovacic runs the floor, dicing it up on the edge of the paint. He'll step back. Nearly halfway through this final quarter. 4:20 left to play. Dukovacic, the delivery in traffic, finds the twine. Unreal. Kid can do no wrong, I swear. Mikic somehow through traffic, and this is blockered away by Mubike. Steals, fighting for the ball on the floor, a dunk, clutch bucket, turnovers. All right, what else does Dominic Mubike have to do tonight to impress you, Tony?
He impresses me.
I'm impressed.
He's a hard worker.
It's a 9-point game with 4 minutes left. If Showtime wants to come away with a win tonight, it has to start right here, and it does with Mikic. Can they keep a comeback going? Dukovacic off the mark. Perkovic, a big-time board. Here's a long feed up the floor that goes. 5-point game. 75-70. 5-1-4 Elite looking to push it out of reach. 3.5 left to play. Samuels, big high bounce. Still alive. Perkovic comes down with it. Long feed, offensive end of the floor. Kai Arnold wants three. It's off the mark. Samuels. Close side. Framwell wanted a three. That would have been a put-away bucket.
Dominic, his aggressiveness and just his motor gets an offensive rebound in the second chance.
Dukovacic off the side of the iron. Kai Arnold. 3 minutes left to play. Close side. Showtime keeps it moving. Kai Arnold from the top of the paint. That one's off the mark. 5-1-4. Back to the offensive end. Victor there, and right around him, Dukovacic uses the speed. It's a 7-point game. Perkovic nearly lost it to Mubike. Gets it back. Kai Arnold from the corner, swatted away. What a turnover. Dukovacic is all alone. My goodness, what a play. 79-70. Dukovacic again all alone. This time contested, he gets it.
I mean, this is 5-1-4's game.
Kevin Dukovacic single-handedly sealing the envelope on the championship. Mubike with a board. And now Kevin with an 11-point lead. Chance to wrap things up here.
Like I said, this is their game. This is exactly how they like to play. They got to play fast, be aggressive, get steals, move in transition.
Perkovic kills an 8-2 run by 5-1-4 Elite.
11 points, well, back down to 9 now, but still, like, we were at 1 point earlier. They just pick up the tempo. They can score so quickly in bunches, and now all of a sudden you wonder, is Showtime able to make up 9 points in a minute and a half?
Moving with good pace, down low, outside to Framwell, who wants three. That one was short. Showtime, trailing by 9. This is Andrews. Somehow got the shot off, and Dukovacic comes down with the ball. Look at that look. Dukovacic ropes this up the floor. From mid-range, the J drops. 11 points. What a menace. Kevin Dukovacic single-handedly playing some big-time hoops tonight on SCSN. We highlighted him at the start of the game. We highlighted him again near the half and said he's the guy to watch for 5-1-4. And looking to wrap things up here with 1 minute left to play. Close side. 5-1-4 gets the deep three. It's over.
championship is going to go to 514 Elite in the Hawks Gauntlet. 86-72, cut to 74. And with 44 seconds left, a timeout on the floor for these two. As we're closing in on the final seconds. It would take a miracle at this point for Showtime to climb out of this hole, get back into it. It's a 12-point game, 86-74. What an electric finish tonight. What a performance by 514 Elite. Hung around all game long with Showtime. Able to push the gas late. Accelerate to a nice, comfortable double-digit margin here in the late stages in Chattanooga, Tennessee, between these two in the Hawks Gauntlet Championship. I can't believe the Hawks Gauntlet's coming to an end tonight, Tony. I'm sad. It's been so much fun.
It was. This has been a really, really cool event to be a part of. To see these guys be able to compete against each other, and watch them grow, and be able to give them a little bit of shine, a little bit of film, and a lot of competition before the season heats up. We've got our first regular season game this Saturday down in Atlanta against a tough TSF squad. And the Hawks Gauntlet has been a fantastic way to get these guys tuned up for the regular season.
Djokovic is in some trouble, went to Samuels. Kamai Samuels, less than 30 seconds to play. Pitched back outside, Kevin Djokovic with 2 fake pumps. Keeping it away from Arnold. Down to the corner, quickly back out to Kevin Djokovic. 14 seconds left. Perkovic with a steal. All alone, and he gets the jam with 10 seconds left. 86-76. 10-point game, and that'll be our final score. .514 Elite wins the Hawks Gauntlet Championship on the Southeast Sports Network and Huddle TV. Congratulations to our champions on your excellent performance in the tournament. They finished 8-1 overall. It was a dominant run for such a talented group of guys, and they'll take home the hardware in our tournament. Tony, any final thoughts on what we saw here tonight?
Fantastic job by 514. They were the heavy favorites coming in. Great job by them to be able to close it out, win the championship, and put it into an almost flawless. They lost week 1. Almost flawless performance in the Gauntlet. Congratulations to 514 Elite. Congratulations to all our guys. And thank you so much, Gabe, for being here, being a part of it. And we're happy to have you in SCSN, and can't wait to do it again.
Hey, thanks for having me. Thrilled to be a part of it. Such a talented roster year in and year out for Hamilton Heights Christian Academy. I can't tell you how impressed I am, and how impressed people are around the whole region with Hamilton Heights and what you bring as far as prep basketball and a national roster right here in Southeast Tennessee, Northwest Georgia area. You know, everybody knows who you are. So thanks for letting me play a small part in it. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we will try to get a hold of one of our stars of tonight's game. I'm secretly looking for Kamai Samuels, but we'll see what happens. Don't go anywhere. We're prep basketball in just a moment on the Southeast Sports Network and our wrap on what was just a great, great performance in the Hawks Gauntlet.
We're going big. Throw it down. We're gonna really live. Let's go all out. Let's go all out. You know it's gonna get loud, 'cause we're getting down.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay. Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward. A place to grow and be themselves. Foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org.
The rhythmic sound of more than 500 cascading waterfalls.
Welcome back to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Final is 86-76, 514 Elite with a big win, and one of the stars of tonight's game now joining Tony Williams and I. Kamai Samuels, Kamai, you had such a big performance tonight. What was that like for you out on the floor? How did you feel about the win?
You know, it was incredible. We worked hard throughout the weeks. Got the job done. We were relentless from week one all the way to now. We just came out wanting to win. Yes, sir.
Kamai, who's your favorite teammate you played with throughout the course of the tournament? Kevin's so fun to play with, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
And what made you decide to come play at Hamilton Heights Christian Academy? What was the big part of that decision?
Just Coach Cook embracing me from the moment I spoke to him. It felt like a family from the get-go. So I knew this was the right spot.
How long have you been playing basketball for?
Pardon?
How long have you been playing for?
A good 13 years.
13 years is a minute.
Yes, sir.
And what's your favorite part about playing?
Just the excitement of winning. I love to win. I'm a winner. I don't quit. I play hard. I get the job done.
I know you're on the recruiting trail. What are some things you've been working on your game as you go throughout the course of this season?
Just being able to read more off the screen, being able to lead more, talk as a leader, and that's it, really.
Awesome.
Oh, catch and shoot.
Well, Kamai, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck to you the rest of this year.
Thank you.
Kamai Samuels joining us in the booth as part of the post-game. Congratulations to him and 514 Elite on their big win. Tony, any final thoughts on the Gauntlet and the tournament before we send our fans home for the night?
Now, like I said, I'm extremely proud. I'm proud of these guys embracing these last 5 weeks and really digging in and, you know, just diving into getting better and competing. And we've played some preseason games, and it really shows how much getting these guys' competitive juices fired up early in the season really makes a difference. We went other than Chat State, community college, playing a junior college here. That's our only loss of the preseason. We were 9-1 in the preseason, and getting this season started on Saturday. The Hawks Gauntlet has been a great engine starter for these guys, and so I'm excited. I'm proud of the Hawks Gauntlet. I'm proud of everybody that was involved, proud of our guys, and man, I'm excited for the regular season to get started.
Well, your only loss being to a college program does not seem like that big of a loss to me. Pretty impressive stuff this preseason and coming into this year in the 2023-2024 campaign for the Hamilton Heights Hawks. 514 Elite wins the Hawks Gauntlet. A final score, 86-76 over Showtime on SCSN. Thank you for being with us from Chattanooga, Tennessee. For our entire crew, both teams and all the fans, as well as my partner, Tony Williams, I'm Gabriel Schray. We'll catch you next time. All games and events airing on the Southeast Sports Network are copyright material, broadcast live, and will be available for replay, archived inside of the app or platform where you watch tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and have a wonderful night.
At the Salvation Army, a meal isn't just a meal. It's fuel for imagination, determination, and dreams. It's energy to be role models, change makers, and to just be kids. With your gift, a full meal means a full heart, a full night's sleep, and a future full of possibilities. At the Salvation Army, a shelter isn't just a place to rest. It's a chance to shed layers, let loose, and finally let it go. With your gift, a warm bed is just the beginning. It's the first night of a new day. When our homeless neighbors feel safe enough to close their eyes, they can see the way forward.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
My character, Shazam, knows all about growing up in a family full of teenage superheroes. They're bold.
Where's everyone going?
To fight crime?
Okay. Adventurous. Shazam! There's never a dull moment. And no matter what happens, they'll always have your back. All they need is a place to grow and be themselves. And the best part is, you don't have to be a superhero to adopt a teen. Learn more about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org. You can't imagine the reward.
Turn it up. We going big. Throw it down. We're gonna really live. Let's go all out. Let's go all out. You know it's gonna get loud. 'Cause we getting down.
Your vacation is now playing in Tennessee.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again, Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Schray Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Schray Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.